What's up, everybody? I'm Dylan Bursey. So, something that came to mind is I have a little bit over a year of sobriety under me, and I had a stint in rehab in Florida a couple years back, and we learned about this thing called family dynamics. So, family dynamics is everybody has a different role. So, regardless if you're sober or you're drinking or this or that, and you're the black sheep, and this isn't to condone relapsing or falling off, but you're going to be the scapegoat. You're going to be the one to blame, regardless if you're in the right or wrong, regardless if you're clean and sober or drinking your butt off. And when I used to drink and do this, I'd be like, well, I'm not going here, I'm not going there. And I'd indulge in the drinking. I'd indulge in drugs. Or I'd get blamed for something, and it's like, okay. It gave me an excuse. And it also gave my family an excuse. Well, he's doing this, so he's not allowed here anymore, and this and that. But when I started realizing that and working through it and learning about it, I gained understanding. So instead of jumping to conclusions, getting emotional, I already knew what was going to happen. I already had a plan in place, because that's what family dynamics is. I'm going to be the scapegoat. So if I'm going to be the bad guy, I'm going to do what I want from being the bad guy. And I'm going to live my life the way I see it, the way I want to live it. So what does that entail? It means getting in my Bible, reading those stories, watching sermon after sermon, and understanding Bible stories, and realizing that Jesus wasn't around the perfect churchgoers. He was around the sinners. He was around the people who needed him. And the righteous and the priest and all the churchgoers were the ones who crucified him. So that's something to put in perspective. The addict, the alcoholic is the one hurting most of the time. The one who wants to isolate, the one who wants to cut themselves off from the world and just be left alone, because they've given their heart so much. They've given themselves to everybody. They've people pleased. They've wanted to be the answer to people's problems, and then they use alcohol or the drugs as their solution to problems, because they didn't want to bother, because they helped so many people. But when they seeked help, those people said, oh no, we can't help you. We can't help you. Oh, come on now, Dylan, you should have thought about that before you did this. Or they use your past against you. Doesn't matter how much sober time you got. They still have an image. So that's why I say, do what you need to do. Find the right people. And guess what? You may create a whole new different family, a whole new tribe. And in the next year, a year from now, you may be hanging around with people that you've never even met, because you decided to put yourself first finally. So pray to God, don't relapse, do what's needed so that you and your children can live a prosperous and abundant life. Get in your Bible, get to a meeting, do what you have to do, and get some understanding. Go to groups if you need to. Find people to boost you up, and pray to Christ, and he will not leave you. God bless.